Hello, Cancer. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading people be dealing with and how they feel about you. Of course, everything may not resonate, so take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Prophecy 3 Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. Alright, let's see what's going on. Interesting. Well, there you are, Cancer. So you do show up. Oh, geez. Oh. Okay. One more, I'll jump into this. Yeah, I was kind of wondering where this was going. It is what it is. Jumping into this, Cancer, what they do show me immediately, they like the attention on them. They do. I kind of feel like what they're saying is like that's their thing. They like the attention. They kind of like to be the one in charge or the one in control. At the same time, though, that they're really cautious and careful to try and, how do I say this in the right way? It kind of seems and feels like they like being in control to the point where they may try to do what they can to keep the upper hand. Very specific and particular with how they want to have things move forward and progress with the two of you. Very, very particular and specific. I feel like whether this is, getting up and taking care of the home, taking care of the living situation, taking care of the place, whatever it is, the living situation goes hand in hand with, for some reason, part of the responsibilities of being in a relationship or being in a connection. Even though I feel like the two of you definitely are on the same page with things moving forward, and that's where they kind of show me your energy, Cancer, for some reason it seems and it feels like initially the two of you start off this way. Like you're seeing eye to eye, you're understanding of each other, you're communicating, everything's going great, but then it's almost as if something takes place, and I don't know what that is. Whether it's an argument, whether it's a conflict, it feels like there's definitely something going on here. Some sort of disagreement, not seeing eye to eye, and it kind of, how do I say this? Something's just not going the way they would like it to, and this immediately, you kind of turn on those, you kind of turn on the flame a little bit, click, and then all of a sudden it's just argument, fight, or conflict there. And I don't know what this is. Maybe this is their idea of chemistry, a spark between the two of you, because what they're saying as well, there's clearly some sort of love and connection between us. but they're kind of seeing this as like an opening or a doorway to have something more with you. It's interesting. Feels a little bit like gaslighting, honestly. It does. It's kind of like because they're disturbed and because they're upset, it that quickly leads into an argument or a conflict, and they're kind of like, well, see, there actually is still something emotionally between us. And it's like, okay. And like I said, they kind of, they like to have this upper hand thing. I don't know if that's like their thing, kind of like dominant or domineering or what it is, but it is what it is. It's like, because they're upset, because they're upset, it starts a conflict or an argument just to kind of like prove that there's a spark between the two of you. It's like, okay. Like, you see that spicy pepper over there? Go bite into it and see how, see how fun it is. It's like, yeah, and that's what I was talking about. That's a hell of an icebreaker. That's a hell of an icebreaker. But there's not, and that's the thing, there's not even any ice here. It's just fire. It's just all fire. And go figure, Cancer, they're the ones that are getting cold. And that's what I'm talking about. That's part of that control thing. It's like, and there you are next to each other. And that's what I was saying. They get all hot and fiery when they want something their way. And then it's like when you emotionally come around, then they get cold. And it's like, yeah, and once again, it's like this weird energetic exchange. And there's the communication. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. He said, she said, he said, she said, she said. I don't know what's going on. They're showing me that there definitely has been some sort of progress made between the two of you after this fight or conflict or argument, and then it's like back to the connection, back to the relationship. Well, now this opens up the doorway. Jeez Louise. There's a doorway, and what I mean, it's interesting. They're almost getting ideas. They're realizing that through the fight, the argument, or the conflict, it has brought the two of you closer together. But now they're kind of like, well, that's opened the doorway or opened the gates, the floodgates to, well, now they have another idea. Let's focus on these other problems and issues. It's kind of like going to therapies, counseling, or couples therapy, counseling, and then be like, see, that wasn't so bad, was it? Now let's talk about this, and this. And that's where they go icy cold. There are problems and issues there between the two of you that they do want to address and take care of, which they are remaining hopeful because, like I said, they do see that there's been some sort of progress between the two of you. They do. But for some reason, I'm not too sure what's going on. It's like they like to poke. They like to jab. They like to possibly gaslight to get you all fired up and riled up, Cancer. They do. They're showing me right here they do. They like to get you all riled up. And that's what's so very interesting is it's kind of like when you match that initial energy that they show you at like first, when you match that energy, then they start stressing out, and then it's too. So what they're kind of saying energetically is they can dish it out, but they can't take it. That's what I'm kind of sensing from this. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. I can feel the heat from this one. Of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a fire sign, an air sign, a water sign, or an earth sign. Bye.